What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everything's been good for you. And if not, I hope it gets better. Today, I'm talking about the power of prayer and praise. Today, I'm going to do it a little differently. I'll be reading from what I have prepared, and some of it I may be looking at the camera, but just letting you know. Pray and praise when you think you shouldn't. Pray and praise when you don't see a way. Pray and praise if you are bound. Pray and praise if you are free. Pray and praise, even if your mind is oppressed and your body is bruised. You see, the Bible says in Acts 16:22 through 23, that the multitude that rose up against Paul and Silas rent off their clothes and laid many stripes upon them. This verse shows that sometimes you have to endure pain for the cause of Christ's message to be spread, even if you are bruised and bloody. All I'm saying is pray and praise your way through if that's what you need to do. In the Bible, when Paul and Silas were cast into prison, they were not just cast into the first open jail cell available. They were cast into what the Bible describes as the inner prison, and they even put stocks or restraints on their feet. But no matter what was done against them to restrain them, Paul and Silas stayed focused. And at midnight, the Bible says that they prayed and sang praises unto God. It also says that the other prisoners heard them. Then in verse 26, it says that suddenly there was a great earthquake that was so strong that the foundations of the prison were shaken. And immediately all the doors opened and everyone's bands were loosed. This story shows that when you seek God to make a move for you in your life by praying and lifting up praise unto Him with your whole heart, in spirit and in truth, God can answer you by breaking the very foundation of the strongholds in your life and freeing you from anything that is binding you. Also, if we pay attention to the story of Paul and Silas, we can learn that your prayer and praise may not only free you, but simultaneously may free others close to you. Because as I mentioned earlier in Acts 16:26, it says that, and suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were open, and everyone's bands were loosed. So because of Paul and Silas's prayer and praise, not only were they set free, but all of the prisoners were freed. And to show the integrity of Paul and Silas even more, the Bible says that they were freed, but they did not leave, because the keeper of the prison was going to kill himself with his sword, because he thought all of the prisoners were free. But in verse 28, it says, "But Paul cried out with a loud voice, saying, 'Do thyself no harm, for we are all here.'" Long story short, the keeper of the prison asked, what must he do to be saved? And Paul and Silas taught and baptized the keeper of the prison and his household. Then the next day, word was sent from the magistrate for them to be set free. I don't know who this is for, but God may have a good work He wants to do in you. And you walking in obedience may not only free you, but it may also free many others. Trust God's process. Keep walking in obedience and keep seeking God in prayer and praise. Have a blessed one and go God's way.